Hey everyone. So today I have a look. Here is the look using the Maybelline Nudes palette. As you all know, if anybody's new to my channel, I had done a review a while back. I will link the review below. In my review I had said a lot of the colors in here were hit and miss. But my subscriber Claudie, she also has a channel which I will link below. She had begged me on one of her videos to do an eye look using this palette. So I don't know what Claudie has or doesn't have in terms of makeup and brushes and primers. And so what I did was I primed my eye with the Maybelline concealer because, as you all know, I'm 45, I didn't have eye primer. So what I would do is either put foundation or concealer on my lid. And then in this palette, I took the cream color at the top all over. And the reason I do that is to help blend my other shadows. I do have a hooded eye from here to here, so I feel like it helps with the blending. So what I did was I concealed, I put my cream colored shadow, and then I tightlined using the Laura Geller, which, it's backwards. Yeah, there it is. I used my Laura Geller liner in the tight line, and then I used my Rimmel Scandalize in my lower waterline. Now, you don't have to do that if you don't want to. If you don't like tight lining, if you don't, you can just do the shadows and mascara and that's it. So, I also didn't know what kind of brushes she had. So, I used the $1 e.l.f. eyeshadow brush. This is the Defining. And this is the Coastal Scents BR250, which is like a dupe for the MAC 217. So these are the three eyeshadow brushes I used because I don't know what kind of brushes she has. So I figured she didn't tell me specific colors, she just said to use the palette. So what I basically did was a really truly basic day eye look. I used this bottom one here, so if it's in the palette, it's this way. I used that on the lid. And then in the crease, we'll put it this way, I went over here with the matte color and used that as a crease color, and then the cream shadow as a highlight. I wanted to make this as simple as possible because, again, I don't know what she has. So I'm going to go in with this color here at the bottom on my e.l.f. brush, tap off. If you only have a sponge applicator, that will work just fine. This is just placing shadow on the lid. So, as you can see, I'm patting, and then I'll start like kind of just sweeping it. Patting. So now, you can just actually apply this color, especially if you don't have hooded lids, because this isn't super shimmery, and that's the thing. I'm thinking she wanted something for like during the day, and if she wants something for nighttime, she can go in with the other shimmery colors, put that on the lid, and then just use the matte color in the crease. And it's all, also it all depends, like how dark you want your eye to look. But I did a really light, basic, neutral eye. So now I'm going to go back into the palette, into this matte color here at the top, get it on my Coastal Scents brush, pack it on, tap it off. So now I am going to go in my real crease, because then it starts to help to blend the color that is on my lid. The whole thing with eyeshadow is no harsh lines. We don't want that. Now I start turning my brush to the side to get the color to come up a little bit. You know, I did a very basic look so that she can build it from there. And, you know, if you're new to makeup, it's a matter of honestly practicing. I mean, you know, not everybody, I mean, even for myself, I mean, I've been doing makeup a long time. I've done it on other people. And, you know, like with hooded eyes, you have to constantly keep looking to make sure that that shadow, I have weird hoods that like dents in over here. But, you know, it's a matter of the shadow getting above my hood so that my hood can recede. Now, you don't have to bring it up this high. It just all depends on your eye shape. If you have a regular eye shape, you don't have to bring it up this high. Now, I don't go all the way up to my brow bone. I have seen that actually on one of the Housewives shows that I watch. I think it's Australia. There's a woman that has a hooded eye and uses very dark color all the way up to her brow bone. You know what? To each their own. So now I'm going to go back in with the cream color in right here and use that as a brow bone highlight. Very, very simple. You know, I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to use 10 shadows. But, Claudie, you know, you use, I would just suggest if you're going to use anything in the crease, use a matte color. That's my suggestion to you. I mean, I have used shimmer, you know, as a one eyeshadow tutorial, but I've blended it out so much the shimmer is gone. So now, I just make sure, and I wipe my brush off a lot, because I'd rather go in thin layers than put a whole bunch on and then try to blend it out, and sometimes it gets crazy and this and that, you know. And now, curl my lashes. Now, obviously, if you don't curl your lashes, you don't have to. Now, you could put liner on your top lid. That is up to you. I didn't feel like it. I think eyeshadow even looks very pretty on the top lid as well. You know, it's entirely up to you. I tight lined. Sometimes for me, that's just easier. I'm using my Maybelline volumizing mascara. And I really feel like, and that's why I put like a darker lip on, because I really kept the eyes pretty neutral. You know, you could forego mascara. When I worked in hospice, I used to just curl my lashes. Soft brown from MAC was my like go-to. I would tight line and then use soft brown from the lid up into my crease, and then I would just curl my lashes. Obviously, with what I did, I mean, I would honestly say I didn't cry every day, but some of the things were, you know, the stories and some of the patients, it was sad, so there was no point in wearing mascara for me. So this is just one coat of mascara. Now, if you wanted to coat your bottom lashes, you can. My bottom lashes become crazy, so I don't usually do the bottom lashes. So now what I decided to do is take the black here and just, with a liner brush, and go very little to define, as you can see, very little under the lash. Now, Claudie, you don't have to do that either. You know, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, these are just suggestions. You don't have to do that. You could take liner and then just line your upper, you know, if you don't feel like doing your tight line. I like, especially on the lower lash line, I like a shadow. It's much softer. It isn't as harsh. Though, I do use regular liner sometimes, and then I just kind of real lightly, and then I just kind of smudge it out. Just to give a little bit of a definition. A lot of times I don't do anything underneath, and I just have everything on the top. So this is the look, Claudie. Very soft, very simple, just mascara. I tight lined, which, like I said, you don't have to do. You know, you have a lot of colors in here to play with. So, you know, if it's nighttime, you know, go in with a darker or even a lighter shimmery color, and then just any of the matte colors that you put in your crease, and just make sure you blend. It's honestly, it's that simple, and it's just a matter of, you know, practicing. That's what I could say. I mean, makeup should be fun, and you shouldn't feel frustrated. You know, I love doing makeup. I love doing makeup on other people, but I have fun when I'm doing it. So I don't get like frustrated because certain eye looks, for example, like a cat eye. I can do a cat eye, but on my lids, being that they're hooded, it's either going to take up my whole small part of my lid, you know, so I do what I can to enhance my eyes, and that's my suggestion to anybody. You know, when you're watching somebody do an eyeshadow look, it's making it your own to your eye, what's going to look good on your eye. So I hope that you enjoyed this look, Claudie. And if you anybody has any questions or comments, leave them below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you all so much for watching, and thank you, Claudie, for requesting the look. I'll talk to you all soon. Bye-bye.